Now, reactions are still pouring in over President Bola Tinubu's latest list of ambassadorial nominees, with opposition parties describing the selections as politically motivated and damaging to democratic credibility. The African Democratic Congress criticized the nomination of former INEC Chairman Prof. Mahmood Yakubu, calling it a political settlement that could further erode public trust in the electoral system. ADC chieftain Malam Boladi Abdullahi urged Yakubu to reject the offer and advised the Senate to turn it down, warning that the move threatens the integrity of Nigeria's democracy. The People's Democratic Party also faulted the list, describing it as reprehensible and filled with individuals with alleged integrity concerns and undemocratic histories. PDP's National Publicity Secretary Ini Ememobong said the nominations raise serious questions about transparency and accountability in the current state of the nation. We're now joined by a public affairs analyst, Alesta Wilcox, to discuss more on this. Alesta, let's start by having your reactions to the list. Are you satisfied with what you see?
Well, certainly, most Nigerians are not satisfied, just like you have said in your news, with the names that made it to ambassadorial list. You see, ambassadorial positions are positions of trust for persons who have the deep interest of Nigeria at heart. And it's not for any kind of people that just wakes up one day and then you make them ambassadors. Ambassadors are not people of mean value. They are people that have made it through a very, very rigorous process and have something very substantial to offer the country, because you are like a de facto president of the country to another land. And so it should be persons that that people can say have the character and the temerity for such positions. And it is not position for maybe settlement of political just job for the boys. Ambassadors are supposed to be persons of high quality and high standard in terms of morality and in terms of value. So to that extent, not everybody is satisfied. Not because most of them are not Nigerians. They are Nigerians. Most of them have also excelled in their own fields of endeavor, but it leaves more to be desired.
So how could this ambassadorial nominations affect the public trust in Nigeria's democratic institutions, especially INEC? Because we know that there's been a high level of distrust for that body, particularly for a long time.
Well, I do not have any apologies for the president nominating the former INEC chair as an ambassador. As far as I'm concerned, that is a non-issue. Professor Mahmood is qualified to be appointed and is no longer INEC chairman. That somebody serve in a particular position does not deprive him of other services to the country. I mean, let's take a man like Professor Loyede, who served as the vice chancellor of the University of Ilorin, and since he was appointed to JAMB, he has been serving creditably. So will you deny such a person if he has the quality to offer? That Professor Mahmood was appointed into as an ambassador by the president. It's not doesn't show that Mahmood was not qualified. Mahmood is eminently qualified as an ambassador of Nigeria. So that he served as an INEC chairman should not deprive, because there are so many people who have served in INEC and they are in other positions. There are people who have served EFCC, they are in other positions. There are people who have served as governors, they are in other positions. As far as I'm concerned, Mahmood is not my issue. But you see, there are a lot of names I found here. I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody, but we're talking about people with high level of integrity. A lot of people found at Reno Mockery, because today, what do you call it? Social media is bringing out so many things that he has said against the president, and for such a person to go and present Nigeria and the president in a foreign country leaves much to be desired. He could have been given another position, maybe one of the spokesperson of the president, since he has now shown that he can speak for the president. Maybe it's a post like that, but not the face of the nation in a foreign land. You're also bringing people like Ikpe Azu. Some of these persons do not even work for the president. You know, people like Ikpe Azu and all that, they didn't work for the president. You know, and that is where a lot of people, especially loyalists of the president, are having challenges. That the president just sideline those that really work for him. You see people like former Governor Enugu State who go, yes, they may be part of the G7, G5 governors that maybe the activities worked a bit to help the president, to destroy the votes of the PDP and help the president. But this person could be given some other jobs, board positions, internal jobs, not ambassadorial positions. You know, Fani Kayode is known to be somebody that talks out of point most of the time, with due respect. We're talking about people representing Nigeria as ambassadors. So most of the colleagues of the president that really stick out their neck for him, that worked tirelessly, some of them are still having backlashes from either their families, their friends, their associates. These people are left in the cold. And persons who do not do anything just by association or by mere having connection to somebody within the system make lists as ambassadors. We are talking about ambassadors. We must not diminish the position of ambassadors. Ambassadors, countries send their best as ambassadors. It's not a job that you just go there and you start having tea and you just have. Ambassador is somebody that goes to another country to promote the interest of his own country. So you see, we just treat it as anything, you know. So and for me, I don't think that is right. Yes, there are a lot of career ambassadors in the list, and then the career ambassadors, I don't have any issue about them because these are trained ambassadors. These are trained persons in foreign services, and they already know their work. But those politically exposed ambassadors, I mean, what are they going to do? What really are they? What are their backgrounds that they will use? Do they really believe in the president's agenda? Most of them. Do they really believe in the president's agenda? Do they really believe in it? Do they work for the president during his emergency? Whether or not some of those that were damaging the president, calling him names and destroying him, how can such persons now become the face of the president of the country in a foreign land? So I don't know. I don't know the minds of the political circle when they are making their decisions. But sincerely speaking, as a Nigerian, as somebody who is committed to the interests of this country, I think and I believe that when we are sending ambassadors, there must be those that have the interest of the commander-in-chief, have his full interest, his full vision at heart, then have the interest of the country, despite whatever political divide you have. So that when you go out, you are working for the country, not just a job, a job for the boys. Ambassadors are the president's representative in a country, so they should be men and women of high ethical standard, high moral values, accomplished in their various fields of endeavor, track records of what they believe in. Their belief system must come to fail. And anyway, they are now left to the Senate. Is it the same rubber stamp Senate of bow and go, or the same kind of Senate that just say your name, say your date of birth, and you just go? If the Senate of Nigeria wants to be fair to this country and to the president, then they need to do a thorough job in order that only the best and those that have the interest of the president and the interest of the country are made to represent us in a foreign land, not just anybody.
All right. Thank you so much, Public Affairs Analyst Alesta Wilcox, for lending your voice to this. And like you said, it's not just anyone who should be an ambassador because they're representing the interest of a country. Thank you once again.